How do you have an amazing one-on-one session with your commission team? Do me a favor and watch this video and I'll show you exactly what to say and how to run it. Hey, it's Jason Everett from the High Performance Salon Academy, where we give you every tool you need to run a highly profitable salon, spa, or barbershop. So when you're sitting down in a one-on-one meeting, what do most people do? Let's talk about all the problems and what you've done wrong and what you need to work on. I need you to sell more retail. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to get those things together. And by the way, here's your numbers and here's what I need you to do. And they project forward and give, and talk at the person. That's typically what happens in most one-on-one meetings. So how do you change that? Because I really feel it's not about talking at them, it's about talking with them. And really, it's gonna sound crazy, but in an effective one-on-one meeting, you as the manager or as the leader or as the owner of the salon or spa should actually be doing less talking, and less conversation should be guided towards you telling them. It should be more towards you asking a lot of questions. So I've actually developed a sheet, and if you want it, all you have to do is say one-on-one in the comment section by this video, and I'll send you the sheet and I'll unpack it right now and make sure that you have it. So if you want that sheet, comment one-on-one, I'll get it to you. But here's the basic breakdown of a good one-on-one session with your commission team. Is that number one, you want to start with something called what I feel like saying and wins. The reason why you do that is you want to get all the ideas off their chest. You want to make sure if they're nervous about the meeting or whatever, you want to use this tool called the What I Feel Like Saying. It's a great way to do it. It's from one of my friend's books called Little Voice Mastery, How to Win the War Between Your Ears in 30 Seconds or Less and Have an Extraordinary Life, written by a friend of mine named Blair Singer. And it's called a What I Feel Like Saying. Great tool to start your meeting. Then you want to talk about wins. Hey, what have been some great things that have happened to you since last time we met? And they're going to say, man, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did this. Why is that really important? Because that framework of the What I Feel Like Saying gets them comfortable. Then when they start talking about what are their wins, they're expecting you to walk in and say, here's what I need you to fix, this is what I need you to do, right? They're gonna expect to take it negative. In fact, they're probably already in their head thinking about all the negative things and what they need to do to improve, because it's called a review meeting, right? It's this shocking term that gets people really uncomfortable. And so this idea of then getting to their wins is even more surprising, right? Then you start talking about a debrief, and a debrief is what worked, what didn't work, what have you learned, and what do you need to improve, right? So if you kind of take a look at that and you go, man, there's some really good questions that we can talk about. And again, notice they're questions, they're not you telling anything. And then you review their numbers as a final step. So you review their numbers, you talk about their RTS, you talk about their pre-book, and all those numbers are in that one-on-one sheet that I said I'd send you if you just comment one-on-one. But the idea is you do that debrief, you go through their wins, you go through all those great things, then you start reviewing their numbers, and what should happen is that they should then set their goals for the next 30 days or the next month, and they'd be able to say, okay, based on everything I've learned, based on what you debrief with me, here's what I'd like to do over the next 30 days. Now notice how different that is, right? Instead of you telling them what to do and what your expectations are, you let them tell you what they're going to do over the next 30 days. Now, most people, when you sit down with them, have high expectations of themselves, and they're gonna set goals higher than they need to. Now, if they're not, and they're like, well, my goal is to do the exact same thing as I did last month, is be like, hey, we'd love for you to grow and set some goals to get you moving in an upward direction. How can I help you and how can I encourage you? Notice, again, I used a question to do it instead of telling them, I really need you to hit 10% improvement between now and next month. Because if it's not their idea, they're not gonna get excited about it. They're not gonna get behind it. And that's one of the greatest problems of the PDMs or personal development meetings that I experience, is people have a I'm talking to you model instead of I'm here with you to help you support and grow. And I think people can really tell the difference between when you're there to help them grow versus when you're there to force them to try and grow. I think people are resistant to when you force it. But when you're there and you're on their side to try and make it a big difference, it'll move you forward in a really good direction. So again, if you want that sheet, you can use our cheat sheet. It's the exact same sheet that we use inside our High Performance Salon Academy. We have a whole training on how do you do that PDM in a lot more detail inside that academy. But if you want the sheet for free, do me a favor and comment one-on-one, and I'll make sure we get that sheet over to you. And if you want more great tips like this, do me a favor, check out our Profitable Salon Owner Facebook group. You can go get lots of great information and videos like this there, or check out our channel on YouTube. Have a good one. Bye for now.